Cultural Park Breffni Cavan. Hello and welcome to Breffni Park in Cavan for this under-14 1A final between Cavan Gaels and Kingscourt. And due to clashing colours, both teams in somewhat different colours this afternoon. The Gaels up here to our right wearing their blue with the white hoop around the middle and yellow numbers. And while we beam in on the Gaels, we will give you their line-out. In goal, Martin Riley. Right back is Cormac Lewis. Full back, Darren Rabbit. And left back is Colin McCardle. The half-line is Jonathan Greaney. In the centre, Carol Crotty. On the left, Shane McLeod. Midfield is Paul O'Donnell and Dominic Riley. The half-forward line on the right is Tommy McCormick. In the centre, Jarlath Smith. On the left, Stephen Gaffney. Top of the right is Richie Graham. Full forward, Dirk Hogan. And top of the left is Cormac Nelligan. And as we move down now across through the left, where the Kingscourt lads are wearing maroon and white. Their goalkeeper is Gavin Shannon. Right back is John Cunningham. Full back Terence Tinnelly. And left back is Enda Riley. The half line on the right is Neil Smith. In the centre, Thomas Wakely, the captain. On the left is Alan McCabe. In centre field is Ryan McCormick and Kieran Boylan. The half forward line on the right is Thomas Cunningham. In the centre, Kevin Corrigan. On the left is Neville Carolan. Top of the right is Anthony Corcoran. Full forward is Eugene Hughes. And top of the left is James E. Johnson. Out in the middle of the field, the referee for this game is Pat Argue. An overcast sky. The odd hint of a wee drop of rain. Let's hope it stays away for the next hour or so, because the pitch looking immaculate. And, well, apart from a little breeze that's blowing towards the town end, or sometimes diagonally from one corner to the other, well, it's an almost perfect evening for football. But weather seldom matters when this age group meet in a final. They give it not only 100, but in fact 110% commitment and endeavour. Games for the past few years at under 12 and under 14 between Cavan Gaels and Kingscourt have been thrillers, and, well, on an evening like this, one would expect little short of a thriller here in Breffni Park. The teams have now lined up in their positions. Kingscourt won the toss and elected to play against the breeze in the first half. The ball is in and the game is on, and Cavan Gaels with Dominic Riley are first to break away as he sends the ball where it's intercepted by Thomas Wakely. And Thomas, the Kingscourt captain, sending that one. Coming, nipping in there was Neville Carolan with the first attacking shot of the game that has gone wide. The kick out for Cavan Gaels will be taken by their fullback, Darren Rabbit. And his kick was picked up by Shane McLeod, who has been tackled first by Thomas Cunningham and then by Ryan McCormick, and the ball coming downfield as Cormac Nelligan drops the ball down for Dirk Hogan to run onto, but running back there is Terence Tinnelly with them, and Terence nicking it away, picks it up near the end line, tries to find a way out. His kick is blocked down, and Paul O'Donnell seemed to be partially impeded, but it's Neil Smith who picks up the ball for Kingscourt, and Neil gets it up to Thomas Cunningham. Thomas tackled by Shane McLeod and still being tackled, and Shane trying to bring it along the line. There's a free. It's not a free, it's the referee's decision to throw the ball up between them, and Neil Smith pammed it down. Paul O'Donnell of Cavan Gaels switches play across outfield. And Tommy McCormick's rolling shot is collected in there by Gavin Shannon, the goalkeeper, who clears it out. Neil Smith. Neil soloing his way, trying to solo his way out of trouble with it, but is dispossessed. Paul O'Donnell for Cavan Gaels into his midfield colleague Dominic Riley, and as the ball is deflected in, it's a 45. The shot across was from Stephen Gaffney, and forwards going in, and the goalkeeper Gavin Shannon deflected
the edge of the post for a 45-metre kick. This one to be taken by Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell takes it low on the ground. It's half chipped up, goes back to the centre half forward. Ball breaking, bobbing around there. Niall Smith coming out with it for Kingscourt, who loses it, goes as far as Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell playing well so far for Cavan Gaels. His kick is left-footed, hits high, it's gone over the bar, and Cavan Gaels going to a 1-point lead from the boot of Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell playing very well so far in the opening moments of the match for Cavan Gaels, as Gavin Shannon makes his way to the 20-metre line to take the kick out. Shannon's kick, it's right-footed, coming out on this side of the field. Underneath is Ryan McCormick. The ball breaks away, it goes to Alan McCabe. He lets it on up along the wing. Thomas Cunningham doesn't collect it. It goes to number 12, Stephen Gaffney. Ball breaking away from him, turns Tinley. Brings the ball out further, collects it, gets it up into his hands, turns and kicks it right-footed. His kick is blocked down, goes as far as Stephen Gaffney for Cavan Gaels. His kick half blocked down. Goes to the corner forward. That corner forward, number 13, Richard Graham, turns and kicks it over the bar to put it Cavan Gaels into a 2-point lead. Not 2 for Cavan Gaels, 2 points or no score for Kingscourt. Kingscourt won last year's county final here at this level when they defeated Balebury in a very close and exciting replay. Gavin Shannon comes with the kick. His kick out. It's right-footed. Held in the middle of the field by Ryan McCormick. He kicks it right-footed. Look about Jamesy Johnston. Johnston fails to collect it. The ball goes to the cornerback. That's Cormac Lewis. No, in fact, it's Colin McGarrell. McGarrell kicks it up this side of the field. It's going out over the sideline, and it'll be a line ball to the Kingscourt men. Ball going out there. John Cunningham was chasing it also for Kingscourt. Went out over the line. Will be a line ball to be taken by young Cunningham down this side of the field, on just outside the 20-metre line. The Kingscourt number 2 kicks it right-footed, flicked on by Ryan McCormick, held there by Shane Midlade. Ball going up into the corner forward position where it's with Cormac Nelligan. Nelligan soloing in the corner. He's on the 13-metre line. He kicks it left-footed. He kicks it high. It goes to the left and it goes wide. Gavin Shannon coming with his first kick out from the edge of the small parallelogram. It's out this side of the field, broken by Ryan McCormick. Chasing after it is Alan McHale. The ball goes to Paul O'Donnell for Cavan Gaels. O'Donnell collects it, plays it back out as far as Dominic Riley. Dominic Riley kicks it left-footed to cross goal. The ball hopping goes to the centre half forward. That's Jarlath Smith. His kick goes out to the left and out wide. In fact, it was Stephen Gaffney who kicked it. It went to the left and it went wide. A slight drizzle starting to fall here in Breffni Park. The kick out from Gavin Shannon comes out this side of the field. Ball breaking, goes to Alan McCabe. Alan McCabe slipping on the surface, plays it back to John Cunningham. He comes out, kicks it right-footed, looking for Kieran Bylan. He lets it on up along the field, but Carol Crotty's got to collect it for Cavan Gaels. He turns and kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. Where number 10, that's is Tommy McCormick. He plays it along the field to Gaffney. Gaffney kicks it up, held on the line there by Gavin Shannon. He clears it out to Alan McCabe on this side of the field. McCabe kicks it up this wing, looking for Thomas Cunningham. The ball breaking, went up along the line. Kicked up along the line by Thomas Cunningham as far as Kieran Bylan. Kieran Bylan playing it to the full forward, the centre forward, Cavan Corrigan. The ball going in over the full back and full forward's head. It goes as far as Colin McCarl. McCarl clicks it out this side of the field, where Paul O'Donnell collects it, plays it back to Carl Crawley. His kick blocked down there by Kevin Corrigan. Cleared long up the field, this time by Corrigan as far as Thomas Wakely for Kingscourt. He plays it out as far as Alan McCabe. Alan McCabe plays it short to Thomas Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. He kicks it right foot. Kick cut out by Carl Crawley. Ball coming back up the field. It goes as far as Cormac Nelligan. Nelligan with the ball for Cavan Gaels. He solos. Sells the dummy well. Cormac Nelligan still going forward. He's on the 20-metre line. He kicks it left-footed. He kicks it high. It goes to the left and it goes wide. So the second kick out after 10 minutes of play for the edges of small parallelogram for Gavin Shannon. Cavan Gaels with two wides. Kingscourt yet to really have a concerted attack. The ball breaking down this side of the field. Cavan Gaels, a much stronger team. Paul O'Donnell with the ball. He's playing very well for Cavan Gaels tonight. Still Paul O'Donnell going soloing and through. Gets as far as the centre forward. His kick blocked down by Alan McCabe. Goes to the full forward. That's Derek Coogan. Coogan shoots and Coogan has put it over the bar. Not 3 for Cavan Gaels. No score for Kingscourt after after 9 minutes of the first half of the Roinn A Under-14 Championship final here in Breffni Park. Cavan Gaels to lead by 0-3 to Kingscourt's no score. The kick out the far side of the field where it goes to Neville Carlin for Kingscourt to Niall Smith. Niall Smith turns and kicks a right footed down the field. Eugene Hughes trying to get out in front. Can't. Darren Rabbit collects it for Cavan Gaels. Rabbit kick half blocked down over there by Neville Carlin. Neville Carlin collects it again. Still Neville Carlin. Back out as far as Niall Smith. Niall Smith with the ball. He kicks it long, looking for the full forward inside. The ball cut out there by the cornerback Cormac Lewis. Cormac Lewis with the ball, with time on his side, kicks it right footed over the far side of the field. It goes out over the sideline. It'll be a line ball to the Kingscourt men. Ryan McCormick coming with the kick, some 40 metres from the Kingscourt goal. It's long in the direction of goal, held by the full forward Eugene Hughes. Hughes tries to get the ball across to Kevin Corrigan. He succeeds. Corrigan turns left-footed and high. The ball goes out to the right and out wide. Kingscourt's second wide of the match. Cavan Gaels the lead by 3 points to no score after 10 minutes of the first half here in Breffni Park. Out as far as Thomas Cunningham to Hughes. Hughes loses control of it. The ball breaking inside. A chase on. The keeper gets to it first. Yes, the goalkeeper Martin Riley collects it. It goes out locked down by Jamesy Johnston and went out to the right and out wide. Bit of a let off there for the Cavan Gaels men. Jamesy Johnston nearly poaching in to get the ball into the back of the net and level things up here in Breffni Park. The ball breaking across everybody's head goes as far as Kevin Corrigan to Ryan McCormick. Ryan McCormick hops the ball. His kick blocked down by Dominic Riley. Fine exhibition of blocking here by the Cavan Gaels men. Riley plays it right footed out this side of the field. Goes to O'Donnell. O'Donnell lets it long up the field. John Cunningham out in front of his marker. The ball breaks away from him. He gets out the second attempt. Still John Cunningham. He kicks it right footed. Held there by Carl Crawley. Crawley coming soloing up the field. The Cavan Gaels captain. He crosses the halfway line. He kicks it right footed. He's looking to everybody inside, but it goes out to the right and out wide. The idea was very good. The cornerback was poaching in behind the cornerback. The corner forward that's in behind the cornerback there. He just tried to lob it over him. The kick was too long, skidded on the slippery surface and went out to the right and out wide. Gavin Shannon's kick, it's right footed over the far side of the field. Ryan McCormick, he kicks it left footed up at the far side of the field. It goes out over the line and it'll be a line ball to the Cavan Gaels men. Jonathan Greeny, the wing halfback, takes the kick. It's right-footed, cut out there by Thomas Wakely. Gets it up at the second attempt. Still Thomas, he's gone out over the sideline. It'll be a line ball to the Cavan Gaels men. Quite a heavy drizzle starting to fall here in Breffni Park. Well for Cavan Gaels to take the kick. Floating it in to Kingscourt men underneath it. Ball breaks away from them, goes to Kieran Boylan. He clears it out this side of the field. Centre half forward, Jarlath Smith with the ball. He hops it, going round his marker, plays it across the field, looking for Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell turns right-footed, it's high, and it's gone over the bar. Paul O'Donnell, second point of the game. Cavan Gaels, fourth. Cavan Gaels, they lead by 0-4 to no score for Kingscourt. Cavan Gaels playing with the aid of a slight breeze, as Gavin Shannon comes with his forward kick out from the 20-metre line. The kick out held by Niall Smith over there on the far side of the field. He kicks it right-footed, looking for Kevin Corrigan, but Carl Craughey cuts it out yet again for Cavan Gaels. He's looking for the corner forward up there. The corner forward chasing it. That's Richard Graham. Graham gets it up at the second attempt. Still Graham plays it across, looking for Paul O'Donnell. He interlinks very well with Richard Graham again. He kicks it left-footed. He kicks it high. Referee Pat Argy from Bailborough has awarded a free out for an infringement of the small parallelogram. And the free would be taken from the hand by Gavin Shannon. He kicks it up this side, out through the middle. Ryan McCormick with the ball. He kicks it right foot, looking for Kevin Corrigan. Corrigan is fouled as he went to collect the ball, and it'll be a free to the Kingscourt men. Corrigan coming to take the free himself. Kicks it right-footed, looking for left-footed, looking for Jamesy Johnston. It's caught out by Colin McArl. Colin McArl with the ball, plays it out this side of the field, broken by Kieran Boylan. Gaffney after it for Cavan Gaels. He collects it at the second attempt to Gaffney. He kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. There, number 10, Tommy McCormick, is chasing it with Ryan McCormick with it now for Kingscourt. He plays it to Kevin Corrigan. Kevin Corrigan going soloing through. Still Corrigan. He kicks it left-footed and it's held on the line there by Martin Riley. Martin Riley clears it out this side of the field, looking for Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell with the ball. He solos. Still O'Donnell. Turns, kicks it right-footed. A poor clearance from O'Donnell. Goes as far as Ryan McCormick. Ryan McCormick with the ball. Kicks it right-footed. Down to the middle. The ball breaks away from Neville Carlin. Going back there to collect it for Cavan Gaels is Darren Rabbit. Rabbit turns, his kick half blocked down. Comes as far as Carl Craughey. Craughey with the ball, he kicks it right-footed out the far side of the field, where it's gone rolling towards the sideline. Has now reached the linesman, and it'll be a line ball to the Kingscourt men, which should be taken by Niall Smith. Niall Smith kicks it long up the field. Carl again by Craughey. He's playing well in the heart of the Cavan Gaels defence. He kicks it right-footed to Paul O'Donnell. He's always unmarked. He's always available. He gets it as far as Jarlath Smith. Jarlath Smith goes solo into the middle. Still Jarlath Smith with the ball. The ball flicked away from him delightfully by Thomas Wakely. The ball breaking out this side of the field. Alan McCabe chases it for Kingscourt. He collects it, gets it up, and kicks it right-footed down here underneath the stand. The ball going out over the sideline, and it'll be a line ball for Cavan Gaels. Jim Midlade's kick cut out by Thomas Wakely, the Kingscourt captain. He clears it left-footed. Looking for Jamesy Johnston. Jamesy Johnston plays to collect it. The ball going to Craughey. Craughey yet again plays it back out to Colin McArl. But Colin McArl turns onto his left foot and kicks it down the field. Cut out by Thomas Wakely for Kingscourt. Thomas Wakely going soloing forward. He kicks it right-footed in the direction of the full forward. The full forward being held in there. Referee doesn't give the free. The ball breaking out across the field. The ball bobbing around over there. Goes back in as far as the wing half-back, Jonathan Greeny. Greeny gets out as far as Dominic Riley. Dominic Riley out as far as Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell, he's always there, always available. Gets it to Jarlath Smith. Jarlath Smith with the ball. Still Smith going soloing through. He's on the 45-metre line. He kicks it right-footed. He kicks it high. He kicks it to the right, and he kicks it wide. After 17 minutes of play here in Breffni Park in this Roinn A Under-14 Championship final between Kingscourt and Cavan Gaels. Cavan Gaels lead by 4 points to Kingscourt's no score. Slight breeze from right to left here in the first half, favouring Cavan Gaels. It's very little. We had a nasty little shower there, which left things very, very slippy. Richard Graham collected the kick out there. His shot went to the right and he went wide. His kick out, flicked on by Enda Riley. It's going out towards the sideline on the far side of the field. Chase between Dominic Riley and Niall Smith. Niall Smith wins the possession. He kicks a right-footed for the Kingscourt men. It's long and high. Goes as far as Darren Rabbit. Darren Rabbit plays it out as far as Carl Crotty. Carl Crotty with the ball. Carl Crotty, it's long up the field. It's cut out very, very high one. Broken down by Terence Tinley. The Cavan Gaels man collecting the ball on the burst through was pulled down, and it'll be a free into the Cavan Gaels one, which will be taken by Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell, the man who was fouled, is going to take the free from the kick from the hands. It's right-footed, it's high, it's Cavan Gaels' 5th point, it's Paul O'Donnell's 3rd. The kick out from Shannon, out over the far side of the field. Ryan McCormick chasing after it, he collects it. Beats 2 tackles, and kicks it right-footed, up into the corner. Tipped down by Thomas Cunningham as far as his corner forward, Anthony Corcoran. Corcoran kicking it right-footed across goal. The ball breaking away, and it's Darren Rabbit, the fullback for Cavan Gaels, is coming away from it through Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell with the ball. Still Paul O'Donnell, he's adjudged to have taken too many steps, so it'll be a free into the Kingscourt men. It's right-footed. Bobbing around in there, coming out after it is Paul O'Donnell. He plays it to Midlade. Midlade, the corner, the wing half-back, playing it up this side of the field. Looking for Cormac Nelligan. Nelligan collects it. Still Cormac Nelligan. He's soloing up along the wing. Still Nelligan turning inside. Hops the ball. Loses control of it. Cleared on the ground by John Cunningham. But it's Paul O'Donnell that's coming to it for Cavan Gaels. He plays it to Shane Midlade. Fine interpassing from Cavan Gaels. His kick a poor one, but it works out okay. Goes as far as Graham. Graham's kick held on the line by Gavin Shannon. Alan McCabe underneath it for Kingscourt. The ball breaks away from him. Goes as far as Stephen Gaffney. Gaffney's kick is right-footed. It's high. Goes as far as Graham. Graham shoots and the ball goes off the upright and out to the right and out wide. And then takes the kick out. It's right-footed over the far side of the field. Ryan McCormick with the ball for Kingscourt. He kicks it left-footed as far as Niall Smith. Niall Smith with the ball. He kicks it right-footed to Thomas Wakely. Thomas Wakely with the ball. He's on the halfway line. He kicks it right-footed, looking for Kevin Corrigan. He doesn't get it up, but chips it in behind the whole defence. Back there is Colin McGarl. Colin McGarl and Jamesy Johnston. McGarl gets out as far as Shane Midlade. Midlade loses control of it. Kevin Corrigan is there for Kingscourt. He collects it, passes it back as far as Kieran Bylam. He loses control of it. The ball breaking away. Paul O'Donnell with the ball coming out towards the sideline. Still Paul O'Donnell plays it to the unmarked Stephen Gaffney. Gaffney kicks a right foot in, looking for the full forward. The full forward collects it at the second attempt. That's Dare Coogan. Coogan gets it to Jarlath Smith. Smith looking for the corner forward, Richard Graham. Richard Graham, brother of Johnny Graham. Graham solos on the far wing. Still solos the second one. Back to the unmarked Jarlath Smith. Jarlath Smith, the 40 yards man, kicks it right footed. He kicks it high. He kicks it over the bar. The pitch quite slippery. The kick out as far as Ryan McCormick. Ryan McCormick kicks it right-footed, long up the field. Underneath it is Kieran Bylan, but Carl Crotty collects it for Cavan Gaels. A rock-solid man, the heart of the Cavan Gaels defence. His kick goes out over the sideline, the far side of the field. It will be taken by Niall Smith. He kicks it right-footed over up the far side of the field as far as Thomas Cunningham. Thomas Cunningham hops the ball, kicks it right-footed, looking for Ryan McCormick. Ryan McCormick is fouled from behind by Dominic Riley. It'll be a free. Take it quickly as far as Kieran Hughes. Eugene Hughes kicks it right-footed on the ground. The ball going out, but the referee has awarded a free to the Kingscourt band for some pulling. It'll be a free in, which will be taken by Ryan McCormick. With the resulting free kick. Right-footed, it's high, and that one has opened Kingscourt's account. The kick out by Rabbit. Held there on the far wing by Jonathan Greeny. Greeny with the ball, he kicks it right-footed. It's gone out over the sideline, a line ball to Kingscourt on the far. It's right-footed, very, very high. Underneath it is Kieran Bylan. The ball bobbing around, it's held there by Carol Crotty. Crotty kicks it right-footed over this side of the field, looking for Stephen Gaffney. Gaffney loses control of it, gets it up at the second attempt and kicks it right-footed up the far side of the field. The ball breaking goes through Thomas Wakely of Kingscourt. He kicks it right-footed, long and high, up in the direction of goal. Darren Rabbit underneath it, everybody chasing back in, but Rabbit comes out with the ball and kicks it right-footed. A fine relieving clearance there by the Cavan Gaels fullback. The ball breaks, goes as far as Jarlath Smith for Cavan Gaels on the halfway line. Jarlath Smith plays it to the direction of Paul O'Donnell, but Thomas Wakely is first to react for Kingscourt. He comes to the ball, turns, kicks it, left-footed, long and high. Ball breaking, goes to Thomas Cunningham for Kingscourt. Thomas Cunningham looks for Eugene Hughes. Eugene Hughes kicks it right-footed to Kevin Corrigan. Kevin Corrigan with the ball. It's been tackled by two men, gets it back as far as Ryan McCormick. He loses control of it. Loses it second time, loses it third. Gets it up with the fourth attempt, gets it back out as far as Kieran Byland. Kieran Byland's short pass is intercepted by Paul O'Donnell. It'll be a free out to the Cavan Gaels, and taken quickly by Paul O'Donnell out this side of the field, looking for Cormac Nelligan. Nelligan gets the ball up. Ball going out over the sideline off the Kingscourt man. Cormac Nelligan with the kick, held in there by the full forward Derek Coogan. Coogan going through, still Derek Coogan. He's adjudged to have overcarried the ball, and it'll be a free out to the Kingscourt men. Kieran Byland with the ball over there for Kingscourt. He turns and kicks a right foot to the unmarked Thomas Cunningham. Kingscourt starting to open up a little bit. Plays it to Eugene Hughes. Eugene Hughes going soloing through. He's on the 40. Plays it inside to Anthony Corcoran. The ball cut out there by Darren Rabbit. Rabbit first to react, loses control of the ball. Plays it back out to the cornerback. That's Cormac Lewis. Cormac Lewis kicks it right footed up the far side of the field. Underneath his end of Riley, but Richard Graham is there. Richard Graham for Cavan Gaels going soloing with the ball. Still Richard Graham on the 20-metre line. He kicks it right-footed. He kicks it high. It's gone out to the right and gone out for a 45-metre kick. Half blocked there by Enda Riley. As far as Tommy McCormick. McCormick plays it back to Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell kicks it right-footed. He kicks it high. It goes out to the left and it goes wide. But Eugene Hughes out now at midfield for Kingscourt. Breaks as far as Thomas Wakely. Thomas Wakely with the ball. Fist passes it out to Niall Smith. Niall Smith with the ball. Kicks it right-footed, long. Looking for Cormac. Anthony Corcoran up there. The ball breaking away from him. Goes to Carl Crotty. Carl Crotty with loads of time. Plays it out this side of the field. Chasing it is Shane Midlade for Cavan Gaels. Midlade coming out with the ball. Kicks it right-footed. The ball breaks away from Alan McCabe. Goes as far as Jarlath Smith. Jarlath Smith with the ball. Still Jarlath Smith. Kicks it right-footed. High. Cut out by Niall Smith. Goes to Sir as Tommy McCarrick. And then the Riley clears it for Kingscourt when the goal chance looked down there for Cavan Gaels. Alan McCabe clears it up the far side of the wing. Thomas Cunningham going for it. Goes down to Richard Graham. Richard Graham for Cavan Gaels. He turns onto the right foot. It's right-footed. It's high. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. It's right-footed. Out towards the halfway line. Held there by Jarlath Smith. Solos. Loses control of it. Was holding Alan McCabe. Alan McCabe on the ground. Gets it up. Still Alan McCabe. Loses it again. Gets it up at the second attempt. Pays it out to Thomas Wakely. Wakely with the ball. Hops it. Solos. Still Thomas Wakely. Hops it again. He's crossing the halfway line. Good running by the centre half back for Kingscourt. Plays it out to Neville Carlin. Neville Carlin with the ball. He hops it. Solos. Plays it into Kevin Corrigan. Corrigan turns. Kicks it left-footed and high in the direction of goal. The ball breaking. Bobbing around. Carl Crotty in there for Cavan Gaels. He's fouled and it'll be a free out to the Cavan Gaels man as referee Pat Argy from the Bailieborough Shamrocks Club blows the half-time whistle.
The second half about to get underway. That it does, with the scoreline at 6 points to Cavan Gaels and 1 to Kingscourt as Dominic Riley gets the ball outfield to Stephen Gaffney, and Gaffney to send that one across into Tommy McCormick. Ball knocked down, but it's picked up by Dominic Riley. He's held under the free to Cavan Gaels, which Dominic takes and lobs inside. Cormac Nelligan's kick has gone out over the end line and it's gone wide, and it remains 6 points to 1. the kick out. Charlotte Smith. Charlotte trying to find space. That's side netting. As Cavan Gaels move into attack. And the ball bobbling about in there. Richie Graham now laying it back to Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell to Richie Graham. Richie kick is going to curl wide. We await the kick out from Gavin Shannon. Out it comes to Ryan McCormick. Downfield it goes. And now Carol Cratty lays it back. Paul O'Donnell tried to get upfield. Alan McCabe is held. Cormac Lewis, and Cormac, that's caught by Ryan McCormick. Down first Jamesy Johnson, but through the legs of Jamesy, Colin McCardle back there, and Colin McCardle gets it outfield to Shane McLeod. Shane working his way up along the far side as he rolls the ball upfield. Cormac Nelligan in the tussle for it, and the ball out over the sideline on the far side of the field. Did Brian McCormick get a touch to it? Does he knock it down? That's Jamesy Johnston. Jamesy rolling it down there now for Kevin Corrigan. Corrigan across in Carol Cratty. And Carol for the Gaels moving out. Up it goes. And Cavan Gaels come attacking with a shot from Stephen Gaffney. It's bouncing in. Oh, good fielding back there by Terence Tinnelly on the goal line. Dominic Riley for Cavan Gaels. Lobbing it in high. Nice fielding. The shot smothered in again there by Terence Tinnelly, and Terence with the over-the-shoulder type of kick out to Ryan McCormick. McCormick's kick well downfield, but it's intercepted by Shane McLeod, and Shane for the Gaels. And here come Cavan Gaels attacking. A left for a kick from Dominic Riley that's gone wide, and it remains 6 points to 1. Tommy McCormick. McCormick, but it's caught by another McCormick, and he's a Kingscourt lad called Ryan. He's held, and there's a free. Carol Cratty grabs it. Up towards Richie Graham. Enda Riley out to challenge, and to foul. Richie Graham dropping it inside. Terence Tinnelly with the clearance. Eugene Hughes tries to get away from Carol Cratty. Eugene Hughes drops the ball inside. Colin McCardle, and McCardle finding space for Shane McLeod to run into, and Shane moving his way up along the left wing for Cavan Gaels. Up to Tommy McCormick. John Cunningham going across. Cormac Nelligan way out on the corner to swing that one left-footed across the face of the goal. A foul on Alan McCabe and a free out. Out it comes to Caden Boylan. Boylan for Kingscourt, out over the sideline. Shane Russell has gone into the game for Kingscourt. Neville Carlin has the one who's been replaced as Jonathan Greeny sends the line ball upfield, but the referee had called back the play. Paul O'Donnell with the line ball out over the sideline. Ryan McCormick to take the kick. And Ryan sends it across for Shane Russell. The sub has just come in. Being chased by Shane Midlade. Foul by Shane Midlade and a free to Kingscourt. Shane Russell sends it infield. Carol Cratty and Carol for Cavan Gaels gets it outfield. Niall Smith. And Kingscourt coming into the attack, playing it in towards Thomas Cunningham, but it's held in there by Jonathan Greeny. Out it comes. Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell up to Richie Graham and knocks it back, and it's going over the sideline. And a sub gone into the Gaels team. Paul McCartney is going in. Tommy McCormick making way. In goes the kick. And Ryan McCormick sent it in, held in there by Martin Riley in the goal, and Martin Riley with the long delivery well outfield. Shane Russell. Shane has his kick blocked down in there by Carol Crotty, and the ball is played back to Colin McArdle, out to Shane Midlade, and Shane Midlade. Thomas Wakely going back on the halfway line to get it for the Kingscourt lads near the sideline on the far side. His intended pass picked up by Paul O'Donnell, and Paul, that's Niall Smith for Kingscourt. Jonathan Greeny comes across. Thomas Cunningham is there as well. So also is Kevin Corrigan, and out comes goalkeeper Martin Riley, and Martin with the clearance outfield to Dominic Riley. Dominic to Paul O'Donnell. Lays it off for Dominic. Ryan McCormick and Caden Boylan. And it's Caden Boylan who gets it and sends it down towards the corner. Shane Midlade back there, tackled by Shane Russell. And Shane Midlade's clearance outfield. A free to Cavan Gaels. Cormac Nelligan. And Cormac Nelligan sends it up for Jarlath Smith to run on to. Thomas Wakely after him. Jarlath still being tackled by Thomas, but still in possession. Coming across into the middle is fouled, and there's a free to Cavan Gaels. Almost 11 minutes gone in the second half. It remains 6 points to 1. That's 7. Cavan Gaels the leaders with 11 minutes gone in the second half. Out comes the kick, out towards Alan McCabe for Caden Boylan. Boylan laying it into the centre now. Eugene Hughes dropping it inside, the ball bouncing inside, and it's out over the end line from Anthony Corcoran. He got a hand to it, but deflected it outside the post. Darren Rabbit to take the kick out. Dominic Riley. Dominic still after it there, being challenged by a number of Kingscourt players. The ball rooted out somewhat. Thomas Wakely for Kingscourt tries to get it downfield and does, to Eugene Hughes, who lobs it in. Anthony Corcoran trying to get it inside, and the ball is in the net. Thomas Cunningham. Seven points to 1-1. Almost 13 minutes gone in the second half. Out comes the kick. Caden Boylan. And a shot straight between the uprights from Kevin Carrigan. It's now 7 points to 1-2, or 7-5 if we convert it into points. That goal and a point from the Kingscourt lads in quick succession puts a much different complexion on the scoreline, as that threat of rain once again here in Breffni Park. Paul McCartney doing some fouling there, so he tried to win possession. Ryan McCormick's kick. Jamesy Johnson. Jamesy trying to find a way through. The way isn't easily found. Eugene Hughes might. Jabbed it across. Caden Boylan couldn't hold on to it. And the ball belted outfield by Carol Cratty. It's gone out over the sideline. Enda Riley to take the line ball. And in the downfield it goes. Kevin Carrigan's kick is picked up by Shane Russell, who drops it in and drops it over. There's just 1 point between them. 7 points to 1 goal and 3. Almost halfway through the second half. Darren Rabbit to take the kick out for Cavan Gaels. Out it comes. Cormac Lewis tried to fly kick it, and the Gaels in some disarray at the moment as Kingscourt come at them to pull down what was once a 6-point lead. There's now 1 between them, and the line ball is sent in to Ryan McCormick. And Ryan sends it high. Nice feeling in there by Darren Rabbit, who's held, and the free out. And Darren sends it away outfield. Paul McCartney tackled out there on the far side. Shane McLeod does the support. Shane McLeod battled up out there in possession. Will need help while he's still in possession. And he's found a Gaels colleague. Terence Tinnelly now. But it didn't come up for him. Cormac Nelligan tussling for it with John Cunningham. Cormac Nelligan in possession. His kick took a deflection. It's a 45. Just over 16 minutes gone in the second half. And Paul O'Donnell will take the 45. There will be a stoppage in play for an injury to one of the Kingscourt players. Now, I'm not quite sure yet who it is, but that would be John Cunningham's corner up there. Play will resume with the 45 to Cavan Gaels. Derek Hogan there tries to find space, but instead finds a colleague. The colleague is Jarlath Smith. The kick is wide. It remains 7-6. Kevin Shannon prepares to kick out for Kingscourt. Outfield, Paul McCartney for Cavan Gaels. And Paul McCartney lobbing it in. They're underneath it in there. It's a goal! Cormac Nelligan. 1-7 to 1-3. And Stephen Gaffney sends the ball upfield. Derek Hogan for Cavan Gaels. They're tackled by Terence Tinnelly. Still going with it. Takes the kick. Sends it wide. It remains 1-7, 1-3. 18 and a half minutes gone in the second half. As the kick out was brought down by Ryan McCormick, but he didn't hold on to it. Carol Cratty comes across, and Carol jabbing the ball up into space. Enda Riley tries to get it up for the Kingscourt lads. Stephen Gaffney does for Cavan Gaels, and Stephen with a kick that's got it over the sideline. Ryan McCormick with the kick. It bounces into the grasp of Carol Cratty. Carol Cratty lays it on for Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell jabbing it through the centre to Richie Graham. Richie with the outside of the boot, a nice touch inside. And Cormac Nelligan. This is Enda Riley coming out with it. Enda Riley's kick. Downfield, Eugene Hughes. And Eugene kick swinging out. Darren Rabbit bringing it down, but Thomas Cunningham picks it up. Thomas Cunningham getting it down to Shane Russell. Russell across into the centre. And a good block down there by Darren Rabbit as Kevin Corrigan tried to get it upfield. A foul by Carol Cratty and a free to Kingscourt. Niall Smith to take it. Drops it in high and it breaks inside, and the stop got out. But the referee has called back the play because he's doing a little bit of writing. Now, Carol Crotty is past the stage of getting things from Santa, and it certainly wasn't what he wanted next Christmas that was being written down. Kingscourt scored a point. Kevin Corrigan, there's 3 between them, 1-7, 1-4 with 21 minutes gone. Darren Rabbit's kicked. Ryan McCormick. Ryan with the kick dropping inside, and Darren Rabbit grabs it. And Darren Rabbit's kick coming outfield. A foul on Alan McCabe. The referee waving him forward as his way was blocked by Stephen Gaffney. Dominic Riley lays it back. Darren Rabbit coming out with it, being tackled. 2 hops. 3 into Kingscourt. Ryan McCormick to take it. Will he go for the point and close the gap to 2? He does. 1-7, 1-5, 22 minutes gone, and Mark Score going into the Cavan Gaels team. Cormac Lewis off the Gaels team. Mark Score has got the task of marking Anthony Corcoran, who might he's still playing in the left corner. Jonathan Greeny's kick is blocked down. Eugene Hughes gets the ball into Thomas Cunningham. Thomas Cunningham inside, and Jamesy Johnson's kick is got over the bar. There's 1 between them. 1-7, 1-6, I make it. Just over 23 minutes gone. We await the kick out from Darren Rabbit. Niall Smith. Niall losing out, but going after it. So also is Jamesy Johnson. The referee has awarded the free to Kingscourt. Niall lobs it in where Martin Riley holds it on his goal line, and Martin's clearance out for Colm McArdle. Thomas Cunningham into challenge. Thomas Wakely back there to get it for the Kingscourt lads. And Thomas to drop it inside. The break is picked up and sent over for the equaliser by Kevin Corrigan. .24.5 minutes gone in the second half. Out comes the kick. And Kingscourt attack again as the ball goes into Anthony Corcoran, and they lead. For the first time, they lead by 1 goal and 8 points to 1 goal and 7. Less than 5 minutes left in the game. I don't know for how long the referee stopped his watch for the injury. Out comes the kick. And Niall Smith. Niall sends it out over the end line and wide. Mick Flynn trying to get the attention of some of the Cavan Gaels players. We await the kick out from Darren Rabbit. Out it goes, and it's Kingscourt with Kevin Carrigan. And that's a 2-point lead. 1-9 to 1-7, Kingscourt lead. Out goes the kick onto the far side, and Shane Madrid for Cavan Gaels is brought down. Shane with the free, up to Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell's kick is going to go out. There's a free for a foul on Cormac Nelligan. And Cormac sends it way up, very near the end line, bouncing out over the end line and wide. We await the kick out. Just difficult to determine what time is left, because I'm not quite sure if the referee stopped his watch. Here come Cavan Gaels trying to do something about that scoreline. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney's kick is in the net. But now, was it an infringement? It won't count. It got a deflection in there. Paul McCartney's kick was deflected, but the shot will not count. The score does not count. It's 1-9 to 1-7. And Derek Hogan lays it out. Paul O'Donnell. Are the Gaels, did they get heart from that as the kick is sent wide? Very little time left in the game. I make it 1-9 to Kingscourt, 1-7 to Cavan Gaels. Gavin Shannon to take the kick out. And it's Ryan McCormick way down the field, but the Gaels will attack once more as Shane Madlid sends that one upfield, and Ryan McCormick for Kingscourt grabs it. And Ryan moving downfield. Way down it goes. Colin McCardle back there. And Colum's kicked upfield, and again it's Ryan McCormick for Kingscourt. Ryan dropping it inside. Jamesy Johnson. Jamesy Johnson's kick is curling out. Martin Riley, the goalkeeper, underneath it, and the Stearns is going way out towards the sideline. Can Shane Madrid keep it in play, or Shane Russell does for Kingscourt? To Thomas Cunningham. Cunningham moving in, and it got a deflection at the 45. This game virtually over. We're in stoppage time. Kingscourt lead. It's all up to the referee now what time he may add on. As Ryan McCormick prepares to take the kick. Rolls it short, down to Thomas Cunningham. Thomas, inside. Kevin Corrigan's kick is blocked down. The ball is fed back to Ryan McCormick. He sends it straight and through. 1-10 to 1-7. This game virtually over. Kingscourt the leaders. I think the referee Pat Arg is about to call for the ball. There it goes, the final whistle, and Kingscourt are winners of the Roinn under 14 final here in Breffni Park. A very dejected Gaels team.
Turn around, wasn't it? Gaelic football is strong in Cavan, and we have no worries when two teams can go out and perform at such a high level of skills that we've seen here today. And that is a credit to the mentors of Kingscourt, to the trainers from Kingscourt and from Cavan Gaels, who prepared those two teams to the level that we saw here this evening. And it is augurs bright for the future of football here in Cavan. I was thrilled to see this football game here today. It was as good an exhibition as I saw of catch and kick. It's back to the true tradition that we saw in Cavan in the 40s and the 50s. And I think that football will show and will bring through all Ireland's here to Cavan once again. And now it gives me great pleasure to present the Roinn Under 14 League Cup to Tomas Wakely, the captain of Doonaree. I call now on Tomas to say a few words on behalf of Kingscourt.
I'd like to thank Pat Farley, Seamus Morris and Tom Harney for training studio. And hard luck to Cavan Gaels. Played a great game. 3 cheers. Pip! Hooray! Pip! Hooray!
Toddy, the captain of the vanquished Cavan Gaels team, to say a few words.
So I thank Nick Chairman for being part of the whole year, and I'd like to congratulate Kingscourt and victory.
And now a special word of thanks to the referee Pat Argy and his officials for officiating here this evening.
I wouldn't have next week. Was they any good? Yeah, we do. What's your first?
Get your name, don't move.
Tomas Wakely, captain of the victorious Kingscourt under 14 team. Congratulations. How does this feel this evening?
Oh, it feels great, tell you the truth.
In the first half you were struggling. Had you any fears at half time?
Yeah, oh well, we didn't really. We knew, we played these boys before and we drew them, so we knew we could do it. We knew we could beat them.
Yeah. After Kingscourt got the first goal, Kingscourt really started to play well. Your midfielders in particular.
Yeah, they started to play well, and so what can you do?
Delighted to win. This must be just as sweet as the victory down in Killarney at the weekend.
Yeah, this is twice as sweet beating Cavan Gaels down there, so it's better.
I heard your team manager Pat Farley saying you had a great weekend down in Killarney. Is that true?
Oh, that's true. So he had a great one as well, but it's good for us.
It's good for you. Thomas, congratulations and thank you. Kevin Corrigan, the star of the second half, 4 tremendous points. What do you remember of those scores?
Oh no, they had to come sometime. Hadn't been scoring recently, so I think it was the new boots, personally, myself.
The new boots, are these soccer style or Gaelic?
Gaelic all the way, yeah.
Gaelic all the way. Yeah. In the first half you were struggling to get into the match. You were being marked by a very big man. He was causing you some difficulty.
Oh, he's too rough for the game.
Too rough for the game.
Oh, no.
In the second half, did you hit him a slap or what? Did he settle down?
A few before the ref didn't see a thing.
Few the platform.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cavan, 4 great scores. The goal, what do you remember of the goal that Thomas Cunningham scored?
It was a bit of a fluke all the same. He's a bit lucky to get it off the goalie, but doesn't matter how it went in, as long as it went in, it still counted on the score sheet.
At the end of the day, Kingscourt won by 3 points. Congratulations again, Kevin. Thank you. Niall Smith, the man from the sunny side of the Loughley. A tremendous second half performance by yourself, Niall.
Not sure about that, man, but yeah, we done very well and it's great to win it. We're fairly under pressure at half time at 5 points there and showed that we could do it in the last 15 minutes.
Yes, once Kingscourt got that goal, some people would say it was a little bit lucky against the run of play, but